everyone, and welcome back to your free piano lessons. My name is Olivia, and this is lesson 12 in my free course here on YouTube that's going to show you how to play piano from the very beginning. If you missed the first few lessons, click up here. It'll take you back to lesson 1. For today, we're going to finish up in Unit 5 in our Faber Piano Adventures adult series. Let's get started. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and get started here on page 66, which is going to be Shepherd's Song by Beethoven. So, in this one, this is kind of a long one, but it is a pretty one, so I actually quite like this one. The only thing that we're adding in is going to be the ritornello that we have. It's written up at the top. We have that if you look down at the bottom here towards the end. Then you've got that written out in your music. So all that means is that we're going to kind of gradually slow down towards the end of this song. So if I'm playing, like from this last line, if I'm playing something here, then now when I've got the ritornello, I'm going to slow down to the end. So it's just kind of like a nice dramatic little ending there. We're just going to slow down and kind of soften it up towards the ending. So that's the only thing that's actually new in this one. Then we do have quite a bit of pedal. If you look from the beginning, we've got pedal through the whole first page. It stops in measure 11. And then the pedal comes back in measure 21 to the end. So there's that as well. We have quite a few dynamic changes in this one. It's mostly just going from piano to mezzo piano, so it doesn't actually get loud at all in this song. Everything is nice and soft. Then the other thing with this one, we are in 3/4 right now, so there are only 3 beats in a measure. So that'll be something to kind of watch out for as well. We want to make sure that we're not holding out our last beat for too long. Since it's in 3/4, that tends to be an issue that people have. So watch out for that. Make sure if you're counting, then all of your counts should be even. So like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Everything is even, right? So just be careful with that. We've got a few circled finger numbers in this one to watch out for, which again, we learned about that last time. That means that your hand is going to be moving somewhere. So we're starting off in the beginning of this. We're in your C pentascale right now. When you get to measure 17, your left hand is going to come up so that your thumb is on B right next to your right hand. Then after that, your left hand is going to move back down to your C pentascale again. So that's happening in this one. And then the last thing really of note is that we've got this octave sign on just the last note. So when I'm playing that last C, I'm going to move all the way down to here to play that last one. And then that's about it. We've got some slurs in this one. We've got some staccato in your left hand to watch out for. And that's about all. So I'm going to play this one from the beginning for you. Let's give it a go. That's it. So the other thing of note that I forgot to mention is that you do have a few tied notes in this one. So we want to be careful with those, that when you play like in measure 20, or no, measure 19 and 20, this C that you have on top is tied. So when I play that, I'm not going to play it again. I'm just going to add in the left hand. I'm not playing that twice like this, just once, and then I add this on. And then that happens again also in measure 11 and 12 is the same thing. So that's the other thing to watch out for in this one. But I like this one. I think it's a pretty one. So hopefully you'll enjoy this one this week. Then we've got just a technique thing to do. And then we'll have some theory today as well, since this is the end of unit, what is it, 5? Yeah. So we've got some theory that we'll do today as well. So over on page 68, we're going to do our technique real quick. So in this one, we're talking about parallel versus contrary motion. So parallel motion is when your hands are playing in the same direction. So usually they'll play the same notes, not always, but usually it's the same notes. They're going in the same direction. So your finger numbers are going to be different, but the notes and the direction are the same. So like this. They're kind of following each other, right? Then contrary motion will be the opposite, where your hands are moving in opposite directions. So usually the finger numbers are the same, but the notes are different. So like this. Now they're going different directions, right? So we'll get some practice with that today as well. This first one on the top, the parallel promenade, is going to be all parallel motion. We do have a lot of staccato in this one to watch out for. We also have some repeat signs. So I think that they're wanting you to play this as two separate little pieces with their repeat signs, but I'm going to play it just all as one thing, and then you'll see what it looks like. So let's give it a go. And then this is the second line. I'm not going to do the repeat sign. And there we go. So with those repeat signs, usually you would play both of those lines twice in a row, but you know, for the sake of time, I won't do that. Then for our contrary cakewalk on the bottom part, this is where our hands are doing contrary motion, so they're moving in opposite directions. So I'm still in my C pentascale for this part, but I'm starting with both of my thumbs, and then they're going to go outwards like that. All right, so here's this one. And then same thing, that one would repeat from the beginning of that through both lines again, but I won't do that right now. So they're also giving you the option on this one, the extra practice part. You can repeat both of those exercises with your right hand an octave higher, or you can do it with your left hand an octave lower, or both if you're feeling crazy. Then you can get some practice with that as well if you'd like. And then that's all of the song stuff that we have to do for this week, and then we'll take a look at our theory as well. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take a look at our theory for this one. This is on page 69. So what we're doing with this one, they've given you our bass C pentascale here. All you have to do in the first part of this, we're just gonna write in the letters for all of these, and then we have to copy this over to this side and then write the letters in over there as well. So if you have not done this theory page yet, I would pause it here and try and do it by yourself, and then you can check your work with what I'm about to write on here. All right, so anyways, this right here, we already know this is C because they just gave it to us. So again, we can use our all cows eat grass thing here if you do not know what these notes are. So this one right here, we already know is C. So this next one is going to be D. This one, if we use all cows eat, this is an E right here. And then all cows eat, this is F, is going to be one above the E. And then last one, all cows eat grass, this is G. So then here is our bass C pentascale. All right, so then this next part, I'm just going to rewrite all of this over here and then write the letters in. So we're starting here. This is my bass C. Then this next one, the stem goes down, is D, E, F, and G. Oops. Just like that. All right, so then this part down here, they're wanting you to shade in the bass C space for every staff of this, and then you can use that to help you figure out where all of the notes are that we need to draw in. So they're giving you 3 notes on this, and then we have to figure out where they're on the staff. So my bass C space is always the second one because all cows. So this is where my bass C would be at. Then if I'm trying to draw D, if this is C, D is going to go on the line right above that, and the stem will go down. Then the next one is F. If this is all cows eat, F is going to be on the next line here. Then E is on all cows eat, this space right here. Okay. Then I'm going to shade in my C space over here. And we'll do the same thing. We're starting with C, which we already know because we just shaded it in. So that's my bass C. E, all cows eat, is right here. And then all cows eat grass, G is up here. Okay. Then last one, I'm going to shade in my C line, or space, I mean. Then we're starting with G. This is all cows eat grass. G is right here. F is going to be one underneath G, or all cows eat. F is one above that. And then D, all cows. D is on the line above that. And there we go. All right, so then for this last part, we're going to try a little improvisation. So what you're doing with this, they're wanting you to put your left hand into your bass C pentascale, so where your hand was just at for your last song. And then we're going to improvise a staccato melody. So everything you play is going to be staccato. And then I'm going to play the duet part to go with it. So I'm going to play something just kind of on a loop for a minute. And then you can improvise and try and make up a song to go with it. And we'll see what it sounds like. All right, so this is what my part's going to sound like. And I'm just going to do that a bunch of times. And then you can put whatever you want. You don't have to play what I'm playing. Play something different. We're just going to improvise and see what we come up with. All right. So I'm going to play that for maybe a few times. We'll see how long I go. And then I'll let you know when I'm about to finish. And that'll be the end of the improv. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. And I'm about to end it. And that's it. Okay, so then you can go back and repeat that if you would like to, or you cannot, that's up to you. So then the last part of this down here, I'm gonna have you can, well, it says close your eyes. You don't have to close your eyes if you don't want to because you can't see my hands anyway. But I'm gonna play an example of something, and your job is just to figure out if I'm playing staccato, legato, or a mix of both. So again, staccato is gonna be where I'm playing short and disconnected like this. And legato is when I'm playing slurred, so everything is smooth and connected like this. All right, so in each of these spaces, we're just gonna write S for staccato, L for legato, or SL if it's both of them. All right, and then I'll tell you which one it is that I'm playing when I'm done. So here's your first example, let's see. I'll do... Okay, and one more time. And that one is going to be legato because I'm playing slurred, right? So then we'll put an L right here. All right, then here's the next one. One more time. That one is staccato. Then the next one, let's see. One more time. one is a mix of both. I played legato first, and then I switched to staccato. Okay, and then last one. One more time. That one is also both, but this time I started with staccato and then I did legato after. All right, so that's all of the theory that we had to do, so we are officially done with this unit. All right, guys, that is all that I have for you today. Let me know down in the comments below if you have any questions about anything, and make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell if you haven't already so you don't miss any future lessons. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.